So, hello guys. Welcome to the first stream about BBS engine. So basically, now, like on the Discord server, I uploaded the first files, the first version of BBS. So once, here is how you can launch it. If you don't know what BBS is, it's not anything related to Minecraft. It's a separate engine that can basically do a lot of stuff, and it's my project designed to basically create an environment for creators to basically be more efficient and basically to create stuff that is much, I don't know, like maybe in the future it would be much better than the whole Minecraft toolset and stuff. So once you download it for your operating system, you can, I have here, it would look something like this. There would be dependencies, game, licenses, and launcher. So technically you can just launch it by double clicking and it's gonna launch. There would be a welcome screen which basically showcases like the main keys that you can use. Then you see it says F9 toggles visibility of current available keybinds list like this, and here as you can see left right it's the keys that I use. Then F6 is utility action panel. It allows all to do all the stuff like reload and resize window. It's useful sometimes when you want to make a thumbnail and stuff. As you can see, it's very useful. And back to 20p. Right. Then there is also some development stuff that is for, I guess, mods, and you didn't fix me. Yes. Oh no, indeed, I didn't fix min games. Oh no. Anyways, I'll fix it later probably. And there is also a little panel which basically shows like what the BBS is capable of. So block bench models, camera animation. There is like entirely new system instead of aperture. It uses clip-based non-linear approach instead of just a one bar of it. With cameras, fixtures, and then modifiers. Min games moment, yes. The dialogues can be used from Mapit. Yes, there's not a lot of, I mean, there's some stuff that is new, but in particles it's the snowstorm kind of ish, which is gonna be probably enhanced later to more features that are not like snowstorm compatible than scripting. There's JavaScript, but you need Java 15 or below, but in Java 8 and above to use that, because it needs a Nashorn scripting engine. Then there's tile sets, triggers, world editor, and more. There's much more, and I was basically lazy to make more. So what's next? There is Discord server. It should point to this server, and wiki, which is basically, I didn't finish everything, but there is like some information about block bench models and how to install them and how to set up modeling environment. I would need to work on it as well. So that was a welcome screen. You can open it again by pressing backslash as shown here, by pressing backslash. And let me enable some options. So I want to and also change to nice color. Anyways, oh, I don't like that color. But I think that's 14 and 93. I like this color. Totally not girly. Okay. So this is, I want to showcase a new feature. This is basically a world editor. There is like, this is toolbar, That is basically you can edit, manage worlds, place blocks, objects, entities, and player data. This is basically selection tools. And here you have blocks that are, brushes and tools that you can use to place blocks. Alright, so the chalkboard, it's a feature that allows me to draw stuff on the screen. It can be toggled by pressing F8. There's also keybinds to deal with. Then, this feature must be enabled here in configuration BBS. Right. Before I proceed, I want to read some comments. Let's see. I see a lot of excitement. That's very nice to see. How they change camera angles. We'll get to that. But again, is this a client for Blockbuster? Sort of. It's not a client, it's a separate application which allows to basically, well, it's a separate application. There's the whole thing, the world, it's all written. Most of the stuff is written from scratch, and the other half is basically taken from my mods, like MacLib. All the GUI uses MacLib's system with some improvements. Then there are some of the known panels, like scripting is from Mapit, the quest chains, dialogues is from Mapit, quests, oh yeah, I forgot to implement. Then there's some new stuff you can, there's a completely different record editor. Then the scenes are also improved, so there's completely different what's called GUI. It's separated into groups, and there's the scenes. Then there's some new panels that allow to basically edit which blocks are available in the world, which items are available in the world, and not in the world, in the world. Okay, let's see. It is an app itself. It is not Minecraft. Yeah, it's not Minecraft. This is not Minecraft. It's a completely separate app. It has nothing to do with Minecraft besides maybe looking a little bit. How are you guys trying to add newer Minecraft features in the Blockbuster? I'm just curious. I'm no longer modding Minecraft because Minecraft has its own. That's exactly why I decided to change, basically to work on BBS separately instead of working on my mod, because Minecraft is a lot of pain in the ass to update mods. They always change everything, not only Mojang but also Forge, create problems when updating. And there's also other mods that get in the way, like Optifine, which are not open source. I know there's Sodium and the whole performance package on Fabric, but for me to update all of the mods, it's just incredibly bad to do. It's just a lot of work, so I'd rather spend 1.5 years or maybe 2 years, almost 15 months into the development of BBS. So I think this time was worth spending than updating to Fabric and then doing the same thing again and again and again. Oh, I probably can rant about it for a very long time. But let's see continue, because my camera is on the ground and not there, and above you you. You can move around the camera with middle click. There is also by mouse scroll, and you can move around. WASD is to move where the camera looks, and E and Q up and down. There is no way to set up keybinds yet to change it, but I'll be probably adding that later. So basically to avoid updating the mod, the newest version, but take a picture of the newest version into it. I'm not going to add Minecraft itself into this. This is supposed to be not only like a creative platform. Maybe if I'm going to release it open source, I'm like you could make your own games and stuff. Hi, this is a very good idea. Is there any games that allow you to make animations where no one has the time to learn Blender or SFM? Put this on stream, you'll do very well. BBS is cooler, I guess. It's not cooler yet. It requires more. Can I import a world saved in Minecraft BBS? No, at least not yet. I don't have any plans to make a converter because, like, you know, there is like world made in Minecraft 1.12, 1.13, 1.14, 1.16.5, 1.19. They all have different, and also there's the worlds that made in 1.7.10. There are a lot of different versions, and to make like a thing that basically converts the world to BBS is going to be incredibly difficult. I don't think it's worth time, and maybe what I could consider is adding a schematic support. That would be the most thing I could consider, because schematics have their own format and it's not as complicated as a whole bunch of these Minecraft versions. Will BBS have the Steven Alex? No, but I could consider like making a section on the BBS. Actually, no, wait. Actually, you could technically take the model from here and import it into BBS, and maybe I could like also like upload it on BBS. Okay, I'm using a mod in my TikTok. I'm Latino. That's nice to hear. Thank you. Hold, click, scroll, and move the camera to that. It's immediately obvious that you spend a lot of time on this. Is very cool. Thank you, Kirkus. Hey, yeah, that's fair enough. BBS is real advanced. Yes. Okay, thank you. I thought that. Alright. I mean, taking mobs like the Warden block and put it in the Blockbuster or BBS rather than having an update. As I said, Minecraft is Minecraft, and this is more designed to be for like not Minecraft. I mean, it could, if you spend time, maybe somebody would make like a pack for Minecraft, like where you have all the blocks that Minecraft has, or at least like majority, and maybe mobs and items and stuff, but at the moment it's just this clean plate. BJ models by any chance in this at all? Yes, I want to add more stuff like voxel models back from Blockbuster, and then OBJ models also from Blockbuster, and emoticons / SMB Blender models. That would be nice, but I think in order to add that I need to redesign the way, I need to come up with a new way to load models so that it wouldn't be as clunky as it used to be. Is there a way to import Minecraft skins? Yes, there is. One moment. Can we walk in the world in the first person? In the first person, no, but I didn't really have the time to change. At the moment, you can like play, stop, and be like this text, which is not useful. I think I'll need to add some default models, which can be, let's see, so features, open game folder, then assets. I'm gonna move some of the models that I used. So it's dinner and normie, and change. You see, it's updated, and wait, I forgot. All right. Come on, I changed. Guess it's a bug. Right. It's bugged out. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm a model. Has some animations from Blockbench, and it can do like jumping, running, and stuff, but there's not a lot of features. F5 is to change the first person, back and front, like in Minecraft. Then escape, and then basically I'm gonna show later why it's this way and how you can, like, we'll try to make a little game out of this. Of course, found a bug. Yes, it's not gonna be perfect at the first time, besides like I see a very good future in this project. Incredible. Thank you. Mooncross, hi. Hexis, hi. How to make animation inside the BBS engine? Well, at the moment there is animations tab. You can create a test like animation. Then you can create a new model. Let's say it's also test. Then you can change the form, which I have model here. I don't know, guys. Can you see that I changed to the full screen? Full screen is F11. So then you have this model in the world. It's spawned on the cursor. You can pick different parts of it. Maybe also change duration to like 250, maybe, I don't know. And then it's gonna be walking. So I changed to general, and let's say it's gonna walk like this, animating. Then maybe let's say it's 50 frames, and then it's gonna make big step. So there's also some issues with control I didn't manage to fix yet. So first, let's say, so this basically on the right, this panel, it allows to quickly edit the values on this timeline. So 25, let's say here, I'm gonna input negative 45. As you can see, it changed 45, 45, 45. Then again, then I can copy it, then hold Alt and duplicate. So now, as you can see, the arm is swinging. Probably I might want to create a couple of these. Then I can copy with Shift by holding, and copy and paste. Then it's gonna be something like this. Then I can copy again the whole thing, and then select the left leg, paste, and it would be also here animated. Maybe I could also shift it. That's maybe actually no. By one. Then I could copy that again. Then, so this is left arm, then I'm gonna paste it here by one, but I need to flip it, so sadly I have to do it manually. And then negative, positive, negative, and positive. So now, as you can see, it's like kind of walks. Then again I copy, paste, then it walks like this, just like this. Alright, that is basically animation. You could add more of these. At the moment there is only one way to launch the animation, is by using cameras. So let's say new, then I add a cursor animation, then I pick test animation. It was 56. Here is animation, and then add maybe dolly, control to move around, hold control and move around. Then There's some keybinds here. There's a lot of keybinds. Like move by one frame, previous frame, undo redo, jump to next clip, previous clip, play pause. Anyways, here I move the duration to the cursor, and I need to enable the sync mode first, and then the flight mode. Then it'll be like this. Well, I guess the duration is here is not far away. Maybe I could change it a little bit. And there is. That's how it animates. You can also change like move like this. Yeah. That is basically how, for now, I'll add later triggers so that you could like trigger it from the scripts, from other stuff. Okay, let's see. Yes, better Minecraft Minimator alternative. It's not better yet. I think this is the beginning of something legendary. Yes, probably. Hey, it looks amazing. Congratulations, Jordan. Will you leave replay on your channel? Of course I will leave a replay. So, this is a camera editor. Too bad I don't have like more. Maybe I'll try to make like a path fixture. You can also, besides pressing OK, it's Control Enter. And I think I broke. It's not here anymore. So there's a lot of different iPhone sounds actually. No, I mean, if you want to think like this, but this iPhone is I got it on it's not the latest, and so it was also on a Black Friday sale, so it was considerably cheaper than getting a new one, like the newest one. It's like 4-year-old or something like that. Anyways, the current take. So there's like a lot of different clips. You know, idle, dolly, circle. I mean, if you use aperture, you know, there's like idle, dolly, circle, path, keyframe, and manual. These are basically like they're based clips. They allow to basically like create a path. Let's say like this. And so one point, then another point, then the third point. Then it goes like that. F1 can be used to like hide the UI element, and it looks like I messed up something. I'm pretty sure it was like this. I'll remove. Now add more. Yeah, now it's fine. Then let's say the cool thing about the way it works well with a ZWERTY keyboard, even Z shown as W. We used ZQSD instead of WSD to move. I think it's because it uses GLFW instead of the old keyboard system for WJGL2, which is basically this one uses like actual keys instead of. I'm not sure. I think it uses actual keys on the layout instead of. Wait, that's probably maybe would be a problem as well. Well, I would need to test that out, probably by installing ZWERTY as well. Anyways, so this is a path, and the cool thing about this new system, auto selected, so that you could like probably if you have like a dolly fixture here, let's say like that. Actually, like maybe one, but what you can do is there's envelopes. Basically, they allow to transition from one to another. So As you can see, you can going to change it to, and basically like transitions. Pretty cool. And this way you can also add like stuff on top of, and you don't have to like time and stuff, because you remember if you used aperture before, you had to create modifier and to be through the whole modifier fixture. Like, but here you can do it so freely, like shake, yawn, pitch, shake and shake amount. So maybe then start shaking. Then you can also add an envelope, which is basically like transitions. So if you would say, let's say shake would be so hard, it first kind of like takes some time to fade in. As you can see, there's also this. There's also keyframes. You can add keyframes for that. Like it would show where basically how the keyframe would go, and it would also it will be visible here. Keyframes. So yeah, this is some pretty powerful stuff with the camera. Probably I should have just hide the thing. And also you can there's video folders, and you can take and record the video if you have. For some reason, because I didn't specify FFmpeg. FFmpeg could be specified. I think it was FFmpeg bin FFmpeg.exe. I'm not sure. Let me check. So I'm going to check it here. Yeah, I have it just FFmpeg, and if I go back to camera and record it, man, doesn't say anything. What? I guess that's another thing to fix. I thought it would work. I think I broke something because it doesn't no longer work. Oh boy. Let me try launching again. BBS game. BBS release. Probably broke something, and so let's see. Animations, cameras. Please work this time. Okay, so there is another. I'll check it later, and I'll add to my to-do list to fix. And I'll probably drop another update when I'm gonna fix all of the stuff. So that was cameras. Yay! Then so this is JavaScript panel, and of course, because engine is null, because I'm running right now on Java 16, I think, and if I'll launch it with Java 8, it would work. Hello world. So yeah, there are also scripts which can be used, but I don't remember how to use them. But there is basically, it's very similar to map it, but there's also scripting documentation. I think the example should be like send hi, BBS and hi. Then if I run hi, you see again hi. right here. Whoa. What the hell? For some reason, mouse went crazy. Weird. Basically, it was high. I have managed to import player into BBS. How to make player do things? Well, to be honest, the only mechanic there is picking up items and use items. So let's say I have this player, right? Then I could spawn an item with this. I have chicken, and then once I enter the world, I can pick up the chicken. There's I key, which shows basic, very basic inventory. You can change, like basically drag the chicken from the inventory. At the moment, chicken doesn't do anything, but there is items. You can change type to trigger. Maybe there would be more types that other mods would add, or I would add more. So, what the hell? What is this? Anyways, and you can like add a thing and a trigger, and it would, let's say, detransform. Looks like I broke another thing. Wow. But you can run a script. So test, and then script, and then so it does nothing. Then once I go back, probably this is a very unfortunate place to bottom right. No, bottom, yeah, I guess this one. So now I have chicken, and if I right click, nothing happens, because probably I didn't save it, right? That's why. Just because I didn't save it. Or maybe I need just to restart. Man. Ah, yes. I didn't test this. That's another thing. Items don't update when changed, I guess. Wow, that was very productive. I love the jump physics too. Yeah, it's fine. And you can jump as many times as you want. Probably I should fix that. Anyways, I'm gonna again relaunch, restart, and so player, play, entity editor, add item. Also triggers. Something is wrong with triggers. Chicken. Enter the world. Pick up the chicken. Yeah, you see, now it works. And the most important thing is that you find bugs and you'll fix them. Yes, I will. Fix the jump and make option to enable it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Jump options. Alright. So then this, I didn't introduce you, but this is entity editor. You can basically edit entity features. So let's say velocity, and then the entity would jump item, create new item, and give a also make it fall quick. Then rotation is not necessary, but here I can rotate the player, and then if I go back, oh, it didn't change, because besides changing the thing, I need to also change this thing. Oh, it works. McCord, but so this is a game engine. Yes, this is a game engine, or it's more like a sandbox, I guess. The player data editor is basically the data that is basically gonna spawn the player here. For example, if I change it, That's another thing to fix. Player data doesn't change upon playing the game. So I think what has to be done is to switch the tabs, and now it works. So again 6, and then dinner, and then I forgot to do the most important thing, is to switch between these. Come on! So I switched that, I changed that, right? This model, then I take another tab, then I play. Huh. Fine. Okay, so maybe I need to despawn first. Then yeah, I need to despawn. That's probably the reason why it doesn't work, right? Nope, it's not the reason why it doesn't work. Probably need to switch also. Bruh. There we go. Yes, this needs total fix. So as you can see, it can spawn. Then the object editor is where you can add objects. They're kind of like tile entities, and I don't know what I'm just gonna show. Basically, there is a property which you basically can place, and you can basically it's not interactable, but you can add a hitbox to it. And so if I'm gonna walk, F3 is to kind of like debug mode in the player. As you can see, I can I cannot do anything. I mean about it. I can stand on it, I can walk anyways, but if I'll disable hitbox and go back, I can walk through it. So sort of cool, I guess. The hitbox can be changed, and it looks like it doesn't update fix update hitbox preview in the prop. Probably there is the same issue then with you can rotate it. Basically like model block in Blockbuster. You can change thing here or two. What's next? Let's see. There's also a region. It's kind of useless right now because there is no preview of the region at the moment, but you can. It's kind of it's a thing where you can basically set up some kind of a behavior when player enters the region or exits. So there's triggers, but I broke that too, and I didn't check. My bad. And there's finally trigger world object. You can add here keys, for example, E, then interact with me. Then I could add, that's mine. So let's say it would give hamster to the player, and I need to also change here because I didn't. And so once I go in the world, there is this, I can interact with it. I press I and it gives me hamsters. Press more, hamster. Then I probably could also add here another trigger. So give player add trigger and script, and it's test script, and once I enter E, still so it does nothing, but actually it gives hamsters. hamster, yes, hamster. How to add model? Okay, so let me first show you the world editor and world manager, and then I could then I could show the object editor is here. So world editor allows to create blocks, basically build stuff. There's so many things you could do it. For example, control, then select, then delete, and it removes all the blocks here. Then I could start probably building some, but at the moment I can make probably a dirt house. So I select, I left click to basically change, then I move up. Will it be possible to change the image or GUI? Change the background for some. I guess I could add, but I was thinking more about like somebody would make mod or something. I don't know. So then I create this selection, and then I change the hollow, and maybe we like move it a little down. There's also a way to move it with the GUI field and cylinder. Then can maybe create here a like thing, a door. Yes, there is no lighting, so it looks like it's outside. But we also should work on that. And then I would probably could add a cylinder here, like this, and like that, like that. That's a cool door house, if you ask me. Then probably no, and then Control Z, you can like remove stuff. Same. It looks weird. And basically, yes, there is not a lot of blocks, but hey, nobody stops you from adding your own. So this menu allows to add more blocks. Could add a block, let's say slabs. And then didn't have at the moment any texture. I provided a little like tile set, which allows to like change, and then will be, I don't know, this is useful. Then I guess add sand slabs. Okay, I save. Then now I have here slabs, and I could automatically place vertical slabs. Come on, guys. How cool is that? Yeah. There's no way to like connect them. That's kind of shame. Maybe I could add it later. Is this SpongeBob house? To be honest, I don't know what it is. It's just a house. And well, if I remove here and here, then that'll be more like Squidward's house. Yeah, that's funny. Maybe I don't know, this is probably the most horrible house. What the hell is this? Slab movement. Yes, Mojang add slabs. And so you could also like add another one. But if you remove, it could create issues in the world. So be careful about that. You can add crop. So it's an error crop, and let's say place a little bit. So like this. And then if you would change to like, I don't know, mushrooms, that's how it's gonna look like. If you save, they'll get updates. Pretty cool, huh? And to another kind of mushroom. Did it again. Yeah, this was tileset editor. And building then. Let's add a couple of blocks for trees. Let's say it's full block. Edit sides. There was I think somewhere. Wait, actually. Wow, there's no confirmation that probably something should be. Remove block confirmation. Wait, did they add? No. No, not here. The block model. Vertical. Basically, vertical allows to change sides. Like for example, these are sides only, and then this is also unique for top and bottom. And then also here another full block for leaves. Then I save. Then I can make the thing is building and updating. Then would be a little happy tree. Then this tree can be selected. Shift and U. There's also a lot of stuff you can do. Then using paste brush, you can Control C and paste the tree. Yay. Beside that, anything that you copied can be tree small, can be saved. And then for example, let's say you have this house which you like place it another place, and then you're like, oh no, my tree, and then you can click and load it. Pretty cool, if you'd ask me. So there's a lot of different tools, you know, the big block. It creates a cube. This is a sphere. This is a cylinder. Then there's also a line tool. Paste you already saw. Smooth brush. It's not exactly well made right now. Probably world edits is better, but basically if you would say create like this and then use smooth brush, you can kind of like make it smoother, I guess, but it's not perfect. How did you start program Java? You wouldn't guess. I started programming Java by making mods, specifically Blockbuster. And there's spray brush. Basically, it allows to kind of like using a chance. Let's say 0.1, so it's 10% chance. Like kind of like place blocks on top of. Then there is a flood fill. This is not exactly useful, but let's say we have holes here. I change it to block, and then come on. Basically, if I place it here, it's gonna go upward. It's gonna be basically filling stuff. So, let's say I have a. I'm gonna select. No, wait. I'm gonna select here. Then I'm going to bring it up. Now make it a wall fill, and then let's say I want to fill it down. It's gonna fill it down. And extrude tool allows you to basically, let's say you have a wall. A wall of dirt. No. A wall of dirt. Let's say like this, like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. Maybe like every like that. So I select that with Shift U. then I extrude it, and then I pick which side, and then I maybe can copy it, rotate it, paste it, then select it like this, and then extrude more. Okay, then there's undo redo. I think these, like the rest, you can figure out by yourself, right? And so something like this. I don't know how to. So that was just the world. And now there is also world manager. You can create a new world and say ABC. There is at the moment a couple of world generators, which are all lame, more or less. Platform block. There is a different what's called options for the way chunks are generated, and I know there's like a lot of stuff, but I just want to show you like ABC. Then I create world, I load world, and this is just a void. It doesn't generate anything, but here you can probably maybe like create some kind of a map which doesn't waste memory or like generation time in order to create for you basically whatever you want to build here. If I go back, I can remove it. It can be reversed. Yeah, I'm really sure. Then I create another world using like default. This is flat used. Is this Minecraft? This is not Minecraft. This is BBS. So there's also a way to open the folder. There's all the data stored. So I think load, edit, convert. I don't want to cover these ones because they're pretty complicated. So this is just a button so that I could like escape in case you want the button. So some people don't know, like it would be basically useful if you don't know that there is an escape keybind. So someone asked for how to load models. So I'm gonna show you just like how, probably maybe. So first, open the game folder, and go to models, and here create a new folder. Let's say, I don't know, I don't remember which. Wait, let me see which models do I have for Blockbench. It was. Let's say I'm gonna import my Ladybug Blockbench model. Let it load. So this is the model. First, you need to install a plugin. Plugins, it's called BBS Model Exporter. I'm gonna install it and demonstrate how to get it. I think, let me first go here, then open BBS GitHub. So here, so there's BBS's BBS wiki repository. You go, you download this file. Wait, think so. It's raw. Then it's Ctrl S. Then downloads, and the plugin is downloaded. Then load plugin from file. Then downloads. Then loads plugin. Sure that base name matches specified plugin register. Did it work? No, wait, what? I goofed up something. So wait again. Wow, looks like another thing. Fix name, I think BBS plugin name. Again, BBS plugin. Open with Sublime Text. This probably has a mismatch in ID. Plugin that reduced. Yeah. I need to rename it. BBS exporter. So install. And now it's yay! Let me quickly go and change its name. So edit, exporter, and then the name. Right. So once it's installed, there will be an option: export BBS model. Go back to where it was, BBS, Ladybug, the wrong one. So this here, then copy the path, go back to Blockbench, export BBS model. Don't change anything, it's basically for advanced features. Can do the same with BBS script and you add detection. Wait, can you do the same BBS script that you did with the texture stitcher for Blockbench? I mean, so that can be installed directly in Blockbench. But you see, wait, texture stitcher is already available in Blockbench. Anyways, see. No words how to say how amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate the excitement about BBS product. Which is this texture pack? Wait, I guess so. Basically, I bought a bundle on itch.io, and this is a terror. It was for sale, I think, when I bought it. But basically it has a lot of textures there, and you can make your own what's called for tile set. You can make your own textures, but at the moment I just included these, for example, which I might maybe later to remove if it's not needed. Okay, McHurst, very lovely progressive makeup job. I know this might be dumb, but will shaders be somehow compatible with BBS and Fusion? No, they won't, but I plan on learning how shaders work in Minecraft so that I could make my own, basically, not exactly like the best, but it would be customizable enough so that you could like have a lot of degree of freedom. Can you do hey, of course, very lot of progress made, but might be done. I already answered this. But shaders would be probably a separate thing that, or basically there would be one shader that would have like a lot of options, which you can enable, disable, and stuff. And maybe there would be also like a way for other people make their own shaders, and so they would share their progress. Hello, bro. I like your mod. Thank you. Do you like BBS too? Yes. Anyway, so there's also models. It was Ladybug. So once I have Ladybug here, I can export it. Here I forgot the thing to copy the path here, and it should be called model.bbs.json, exactly like this. No uppercase model, just model. There has to be bbs.json and save. Let's save, then texture, save as, same here, model.png. And now I think if I'll go to object editor, prop, there will be the model. There will be the model. It should have ability to create pose, so like and like to pick different parts of it, as long as you have the groups here and the anchor points, pivot points correctly set up, so you can copy, paste, and then change the also the morph system here has body part support, and not only that, you can like put on a head and make it smaller. You can change the action to crouching idle default, and you can add to their own, like to create another one and then another head, and then it could be like hello, and I forgot to add alpha hello, and background. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, and this could be copied and pasted, and there'll be more stuff. It looks so dumb. Some label, so like this, and I crashed the game. Ha! Fixed. Fix crash when you remove body parts. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna launch again. It's the wrong one. So yeah, that's how you load model, and also that's how you crash BBS. I actually use now replay mode, but I learned yours by watching your show. That's cool. How many fingers do you have? Mike Armstrong. Very funny. Kid name finger. I just crashed but pressed to record the video on the camera tab. Yes, I would look. How can you send? I mean, I think in the install here you have if BBS didn't launch, please send the launcher log. So basically, please do this. These are all more credit for work. We'll start include made it by Western in every video from now on. Thank you. Yes. You were teaching me how chunks work in DMs, and even drawing visual impressions to me instantly. No problem. So this was, wow, there's a there's a whole castle here, and even a hill, and even two houses. So yeah, there's also lots of options. There's also some stuff that is I didn't remove yet, so map it blank. Oh, the audio, right? The audio works here, so I don't have any audio. Let me get some audio. Ladybug, game assets, audio, and let me grab some. It supports .ogg and .wav without forgot what I was saying. Without compression, yes. So let's say I have here one of the old for the video. If I take, add it on top, then audio, and I pick this audio, there will be. I'm done. And so I could like, there is the BBS is actually the new Muppet update. No, it's not. It's more like of all mods clickbaiting. So yeah, basically it has the I don't know, like so yeah, there's a way I tried to draw Vojak. Voyak. You know the meme thing. So I got a little bit distracted. So this is audio, and you can do stuff with it. You can play it and synchronize the camera and maybe the animations to the audio and see how stuff works here. And it looks like I need to do also joke board passing mouse wheel events. Wait, will you eventually do a version of Blockbuster updated? I'm myself, no, but Cryfee, who is current mod maintainer, is going. I mean, at least his plans still. So I don't know. Ask him, I guess. Itabot also uses your mod narrate for wonderful mission. Yes, Itabot, as Kirko said. You're a cool artist, Makar. Thank you. Yes. Looks good. Also, you can change the color of here. Like. Guess what this is. Posted log. I'll check it later. So yeah, this is cloud with and it's raining. And I can remove. So there's the HUD scenes which are kind of useless, but you can add more in the HUD, so like this. I think there was like there is a trigger, I think, or maybe change it for V. So this is it's a scene, and the ABC is the ID, and I think I could trigger it somehow. So let's see how it's gonna be done. I think I can do it by pressing server settings, then edit trigger hotkey, so H. I don't think I have a trigger for just HG scenes, so yes, I need to add a lot of triggers. And here I think there was a new HG. There was an API. What was that? ABC, I think. Scripting API, BBS HD, change form, call that setup like this. And it was called HD ABC. Really, the mod is very good, but it's a bit of a stretch. What do you mean it's a bit of a stretch? Huh? ABC, right? My mods are not working. Well, did you do it correctly? They have some basic models. I could send my those Teletubby looking things. But wait, first HD, so it I think was, what was the key? H. If I go, H doesn't work. Oh, because I didn't add the trigger. And I also might want to change the HD expiration, maybe like to 60. And if I play, yes, it works. So at the moment that can be only triggered from scripts, which probably would require, which I should probably add its own, forgot, trigger, yes. Dialogues are working, so let's say test another so it would be reaction, it would be so what's up. You can also use, I think, different colors. So there's a 1 through, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 A B C D E F, and there is also for italic, I think it was I. Yes, so kind of like in Minecraft. So what's up, and then you'd be like, yo. Be connected, mark entry, and I think if I would switch it here to, instead of doing the thing, it's gonna be dialogue. So what's up, yo, and it does nothing. But you can add it there in dialogues. Well, condition, switch, trigger, you can add here, like it can do stuff. There could be like more to it, so like, I heard you were looking for an eggplant. That's a funny color. Right, and then like change the pose to like, yes, and then reply yes. Wait, I don't have an eggplant, but I'm just gonna give myself. Thing is trigger, item, player, chicken, and then I think that should work. So go back into the world. H, yo, what's up? So I heard you were looking for it. Yes, and it gave me a chicken. Yay. He'll run away, Mr. McCarthy. No, I love you very much. Bye. Thank you. That's very cool. So so that was dialogues, quests, crafting tables. I think quests work, but I'm not sure. I would have to test it. Then scenes. Scenes should work. I tested it recently, so you can change to like, you know, like an actor. Then going back in the world, you can go here and like kind of like pick a place where you want to record, like maybe over here. And then there's a keybind somewhere here. I think it was, wait, I remember adding here, there it is, record selected replay. Press this key, I'll be like recording. It's a bit slow, probably also, and then go down, and then just sneak. And if I play, it will be playing. It's another key, right control. Yeah, very cool stuff. And if you add another one, so it's gonna be dinner, and no. Look at this. And I could react to these guys' action, normies. Then we could jump together. And then looks like I didn't kill this player, so I have to do it manually, but now, as you can see, they're acting. And not only that, since there is a camera thing, it's current tick scene test, and then I could create on top of that idle. You can see these guys. I can see these guys. So let's say I don't remember what's the direction. I think it was something like that. So here I could probably cut here, then cut here, and then maybe cut here, and then so this one. All right, needs more work. So it switches places, the camera, then I could probably like put it like here and like this. And that's an entire scene with cameras, and the camera can be, wow, that actually looks pretty good. And the camera scene can be triggered with, guess what, trigger. So if I go H, pick dialogue, no, not dialogue, camera scene, play camera. So these guys are, so I'm in the world, and oh, it was the player, that's why. And so I'm here, and then maybe there is like some trigger, and then I can press H. Probably I should also remove the trigger, not trigger, the crosshair. Cool. Are they finished? Damn, the camera stopped playing and no. Great. Well, I guess I have to finish watching it and then I could continue because it triggered back. Oh no, did I press it multiple times? Is that how it works? Oh, more bugs. How many of these are here? Let's see. So I can right click it and remove, then right click this one and remove. That's unfortunate. I need to add it as well. Fix actors remaining after finishing the camera. See. Zurdum. I love that dialog screen. Thank you. So that was scenes. Play recording allows you to actually edit it frame by frame. here you can like change different values, but at the moment it's not really practical because you don't have the preview, and probably it would be best if I would like change it, integrated into the camera editor. So I'm gonna go over that. Server settings, it should probably call like game settings, I forgot, and server states to just states. So here a state can be added, and through the, let's say, scripts, or better even here, think world current states, it gives me worlds current states. So yeah, states you can get like get number. I think was state 1 was 5, as you can see here. If I change state 3 to like 10, control and arrows allow you to cycle through the history. It's 10. So these states can be used like for some game logic, and I think that's more or less it. Just configuration stuff, which you can change the primary language, the GUI scale, then tooltip, dashboard, buttons orientation if you don't like it to be on the left. Then these are for tutorial options, so mouse buttons, as you can see, toggles these display of the mouse buttons. Chalkboard enables drawing on the screen when pressing F8. Then you can delete with that. Then keystrokes offset, it's basically change, so let's say, as you can see, it's like the closer it is to the corner of the screen. Then the position, image, I don't have an image, but you can pick if you want. Oh, whoa. I want to show a couple of things. So, background, you can change the opacity and the color, maybe like some some color that is not black. 8, no, I think it's AA, right, or BB. Flat, it's scroll bars, shadow color, maybe like red or something, you know, maybe like Need for Speed or something like purplish, so it look like, you know, like, you know, the lights under the car. And thickness, of course, you can also change. So in case you like thick, that sounds weird. In case you like thick scroll bars. Multi-skin is basically another feature which allows you to like to create a skin out of multiple skins, and whether it's multi-threaded. So camera stuff here is mostly no, it's a bad question, but how do I look around? Like when you're in player, it should be just like with the mouse. If you are in this editor, it's middle click. Yeah, middle click. Probably for BBS you would probably need a mouse with these 3 buttons. I probably might consider like adding for just left click, maybe with control or something, but it's probably not gonna work very well. So the camera options are basically the same as here. The display position, it shows in the world all the values of the camera. The flight, it's syncing with S nav, can be toggled, so S nav. And rule of thirds, allowed to add in rule of thirds. Center lines, more guide. Then crosshair, allows to enable crosshair. Letterbox is allowed to change, like adding black bars. Looping playback allows you to change the looping, but in looping region can be by default loop playback just loops a camera clip, but you can also use square brackets to pick it's called the region. Can I think also with control? No, not control. No, I think maybe with alt. Yes, alt. Left click is the left bound, and the right click is to pick basically the other side. Enable overlay allows to basically create your own overlay. I don't have a picture to show it right now, but basically if you want, instead of just having center lines and row of thirds and letterbox, to something different. And it looks like letterbox and center lines don't get changed. Whatever. Basically, yeah, I think I would get what I need to fix. So these are these options. Here's a flight mode controls. You can change if you would like to. Then these ones are probably not really useful to know. You can change the theme of a script editor if you would like to. Here, or maybe you want to set up your own if you like other color palette. So I think, well, particles, it's kind of complicated. There's a like snowstorm tutorial which basically shows, maybe I should add a link here to the tutorial, but there is a lot of features, and you can like create your own particles effects. So like I add here, then it's object editor, prop, then it works here in the world of particles. Animations already shown. Then texture manager, that's a cool one. So texture manager allows you to watch which textures are loaded right now and even edit them. So kind of like for a preview, let's say I can take and edit this icon, then take and save it, and it will change instantly. Then I change it again, and the thing is, these can be not only edited here, but also, let's say I have these, I have a ladybug. I can select its texture, then edit here. Let's say I want this to be a different color. It's going to be yellow, and then I'm just gonna take and recolor it. Well, looks like I broke something over here. Then let's change it to this color and make it a little bit more darker. Then fix top left corner pixel in the texture editor. So once I finished editing, I click, I save, but I don't want to override the original one, so and to create a copy here, as you can see, open here for some reason. So I go back and I change, and it immediately changed to another color. Cool, right? It's very basic, but I think it's much easier than like go in open folder, then open the folder, then wait for, I don't know, whatever you use for texture editing, but for me it's GIMP. It's gonna load, and by then I could have just already probably changed the texture. I mean, there is no selection tools, but I kind of plan on adding. But yes, there is two main colors. I could switch between them. There is Ctrl Z, Ctrl V, Control Y to redo and undo. Just save. It shows which color you're currently looking at. You can swap color, pick color with R. X is swap. Then copy current pixel as hexadecimal. It's Control C. I think Control C, and then it would copy this. Like you can copy from here or just Control C. So this is basically what the texture editor is have on here. You can save. It shows whether it was changed. And open folder, close the thing. There is a preview. So yeah, and looks like here is a pixel that was generated, which it should have not. So yeah, I think that's either in terms of the editor itself, but that's not exactly it. So let's say I closed the game, I mean the BBS, then there is a launcher.json file. It has some basic properties like what size of the window to open it, then development mode. That's where things get interesting. If you change it to false development mode, it would run the game in a game mode. So basically there is no, wow, I forgot the button here. So here there are no development tools, and you can, this game kind of like create game mode. Should probably spend some time making like some basic game, but I guess I'll do it later after fixing bugs. This isn't a complete game mode. You can like walk around and stuff, and that's what player data is for. So you can like kind of set up. Wow, looks like it was broken. Oh, it just didn't get rotated. Probably also another thing that should be considered. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if you'll have any questions. Feel free to. This is so funny. And also here, fix resume buttons language file. That's a really big list of things to fix. Not gonna lie. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask on the Discord server, and I really hope it's gonna be a really, and then an asphyx came in the end of the stream. Hey man, how are you doing? So yeah, that's basically wrapping up. So yeah, this is BBS, and you can do a lot of things with it here already, but it's not, as you saw how many bugs I already discovered, it's not cool. Wait, I want also to show a couple of options. Damn. And basically, I'm going to get back into development mode. There's also a cool option which allows to change like the render quality. Now it's like there is no more pixely stuff, or you can the other way around, you can make it more pixely if you want. It's up to you. It's only so what's up to you. Then there is also options to remove sky rendering, fog, terrain, and yeah, this is basically useful. For example, let's say you have a screenshot like this, right? A screen like this, and you want only this object screenshotted, but also with transparency. So I pressed F2, and here is a screenshot, and as you can see, it doesn't have any background, and I need to launch GIMP again. But it's gonna be faster this time. See, no background, but there is like kind of this ugly black because I don't know why. But yeah, and Alternatively, you can also screenshot by holding Alt and F2. It doesn't save the screenshot, but instead it copies to the copy paste buffer and it's here instead of saved to the file. That's a nice tip and trick for, for the ending of the string. So yeah, I think I covered everything that I could. F11, F1, hide stuff, F2, screenshot. F4 should be recording video but doesn't work for some reason, which I need to check why. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that it would become much better and much stable. Bye!